So today I'm going to be doing another journal flip through. This is my 11th journal, and this has to be my favorite journal of 2019. This journal has so many good memories, and it's chunky as ever. I mean, come on. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so this journal lasted me from May 6th, 2019 to August 8th, 2019. So yeah. This is another pop socket. Another pop socket. And another one. And then here, I went on a field trip with some of the seniors who were going to go see Butte College. So I was part of the Rich to Go program. So I got this little name tag when we went to Butte, and it had my name on it, so I just kept that. It was actually really, really fun. And this is prom, so I just have the invite here and a couple of pictures of me and my sister and the family. And I kept it like a blue theme to match the theme of the prom, which was Starry Night. And some more pictures. This is a picture that my teacher actually took of me. This would have to be my favorite prom ever. Another Chinese night. And I read Chicken Soup for the Soul. That was really cool. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. And then here I'm just documenting it. This day was actually really, really fun because all the seniors were actually making their This I Believe videos. So all the seniors were in the library all day. So I got to hang out with one of my friends, which is really, really cool. And then I watched Dumplin', which is a Netflix original, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. And this is, I believe, another pop socket. Yeah, another pop socket. This is another pop socket. And actually, they finally put the Superman and Flash pop sockets in the new version, so I instantly got those. And I actually requested it. So. And then my family went to the fair that was in town, so I just have the wristband from that. And this was my choir concert, so I just have music notes all over. And then this is the program. And this is my senior skip day, so we actually went to a water park, so this was my wristband. And we got like 2 burgers, or yeah, we got like free burgers. So yeah, that was really, 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 really fun. And a whole bunch of Voltron. And this was actually the start of my last week of school. So from here, it's just a countdown. And this was my senior memory night flyer. So it has the planned schedule on it. And this was my senior awards night, and I actually got a scholarship. And this was the last day of school. I didn't have a picture for the last day of school, but I was very, very emotional. I cried like heavily. It was an ugly cry. And then this is my graduation. So I have pictures of my graduation. This is a picture of me and my favorite teacher, and another one of me and my favorite teachers. My choir teacher, my US history and geography teacher, my principal, and my whole family in front of the class of 2019 banner thing that they had over the bleachers where the seniors sat. This day was very, very emotional, and it was really, really like amazing. And I did vlog this day, so I will link it in the description, and I will put a card. I believe it's, I don't know where it's gonna be. I forgot. So yeah, I think it's gonna be over there. But yeah, this was a really, really great day, and I'm glad I have pictures to remember it. And the first day after graduation out of high school. And this was the first movie I watched after high school. It was 5 Feet Apart with Cole Sprouse. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. He's so great in romance movies. Like so I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's amazing. I loved it. It's so good. I can't even. Yeah, I loved it so much. And then this was actually a wreck that my dad and I saw on the freeway, so we took a picture and I stuck it in my journal. And then I watched Justice League Throne of Atlantis. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. It's basically about it's basically about Aquaman, really. So here I'm just documenting it. And then this day was actually my nephew's birthday party. So my brother actually gave me a late graduation present. So it's just a book of graphic design from like I don't even know, but he knows I want to be a graphic designer, so yeah. Oop, I skipped over a page. Okay. And this, I believe, is another pop socket. And then I watched Reign of the Superman. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I didn't watch Death of Superman because I already watched the clips of that, and I turned into I forgot the word. Dang it. Okay, I can't think of the word. So in Death of Superman, I basically turned into, like, I would not accept what happened at the end, because Superman is my favorite superhero. So I just watched the Reign of the Superman because I knew what happens. Yeah. And then here I'm just documenting it. And then here, my brother-in-law and I went on a horse ride around the block. So I just have a horse picture here to document it. Another pop socket. And then I welcomed Rosella to my kingdoms. So, yep. And then I watched season 5 of The Flash, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's incredibly amazing. I loved it. And this was all in June, because June is my superhero month. So that's when I binge watch all the Arrowverse shows and everything DC. So yeah, and then I'm just documenting it here. And then my brother-in-law's cousin, my nephew, and my brother-in-law went to the river to just hang out. So here's my nephew and my brother-in-law's cousin in the water. That's my brother-in-law, and that's just my feet in the water, because I actually wanted to take one of those pictures. And then I welcomed Donald to my Magic Kingdoms, and that was so hard. Oh my god, that took the longest time. I can't believe it. So that's just documenting it. And then I watched Arrow season 7, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah. And that's just documenting it. And then I have Play My Music by the Jonas Brothers from Camp Rock lyrics in here because I was getting really nostalgic. So I just put the lyrics in here. And then I'll Always Remember You lyrics by Hannah Montana. Yeah, so I was feeling really nostalgic about my childhood. And then Roller Coaster by the Jonas Brothers. I made it a mission to listen to every song on their new album, Happiness Begins, because these guys are a part of my childhood big time. So I just wanted to see, I just wanted to listen to the new songs, and I was really, really excited about their album. And then I read A Dog's Purpose, actually listened to it on Audible, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I need to watch the movie. I need to. So yeah, it's a really, really cool book. And then I watched Superman and Shazam, The Return of Black Adam. This is not what I had in mind. I gave it a 1-star rating because I thought it was all about, like, the whole movie was all about Superman and Shazam because that's the title. But no, it's a whole bunch of short films about DC characters, and that's not what I signed up for. So that just turned into, like, I did not like it at all. And then here I am just documenting it. And on this day, actually, my dad and I went to see some family members at a casino, so that was really, really cool. And I just have like 2 coasters from there. And then I watched Supergirl season 4, and I gave it a 5 out of 5-star rating. It's really, really good. And I honestly thought that the villain was really, really good. I mean, he was good in a way to where I wanted to rip his head off, and he bugged me so much. So yeah, I guess that's a good character in my book. And then here I am just documenting it. And then since I finished Supergirl, I had to put a picture of Melissa Benoist and Chris Wood in here because Caramel is everything, and like Caramel is real now. So yeah. And then I watched Son of Batman, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. This was actually my first Batman movie. So yeah. And here I am just documenting it. And then I watched Legends of Tomorrow, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Again, I love DC. I love the Arrowverse. It was really, really fun. And I think this season actually made me cry. I'm gonna give it season 3 or season 4 worse. Spoiler alert, it was season 3 or season 4 where Stein died, and I cried. I got teary-eyed. It really sucked. Yeah. And then I watched Superman the movie, or I rewatched it, because this was Christopher Reeve is my childhood Superman. He's the reason why Superman is my favorite superhero today. So I gave it a 5 out of 5 star rating, obviously. So it was really, really good to watch this movie again and to relive my childhood and to remember why I love Superman in the first place. And then here I am just documenting it, and I actually really love this quote on this picture. And it's a great reminder for me, so yeah. And then I read a Flash fan fiction, Is It Love? And I think this was the first book. Yes, this was the first book in the series, and I did not continue reading this series. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. And then here I am just documenting it again. And then these were actually Sims that I made. I will leave the blog post in the Amino in the description, because I made a Sims Amino blog post about these Sims. And then I welcomed, I cannot remember her name. Flora, Fauna, Merryweather. I think this is Fauna. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But I welcomed her to my Magic Kingdoms. What? I skipped a page. Okay. And this was 4th of July, so I actually really love what I did with this spread. So this is just my brother-in-law's cousin and my nephew chilling out. And another picture of them. And then these were the fireworks that we saw, and just the family. And then me giving my dad a funny face, because we also had Kentucky Fried Chicken that day. And this is just an artwork that I found on Google of like American Pride. So yeah. And then I watched Superman 2. I also gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Again, it's my childhood. I had to continue watching the series. So I watched Superman 2. Amazing. And here I am documenting it. And then I welcomed Anastasia to my I welcomed Anastasia to my Disney Magic Kingdoms. And then I welcomed Frozone to my Disney Magic Kingdoms. Another pop socket. And I welcomed Chip to my Disney Magic Kingdoms. And then I put Walk Me Home lyrics by Pink in here. I absolutely love this song. And I have the album cover. And then I put Big Girls Don't Cry by lyrics by Fergie. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. This song was absolutely my childhood. I love this song to death. So I had to put it in my journal. Like every time I hear this song, I get nostalgic. And then Barbies by Pink lyrics. This was also taking me back to my childhood. Not because I grew up with the song, but because I was just remembering the good old days. Save Me lyrics, the Smallville theme song by Remy Zero. This is when you know I was watching Smallville because I put the Smallville theme song in my journal. So yeah, I had to put this in my journal at the moment. And then this day, my brother-in-law and me went to a vet to get his horse checked out. So I just have her business card in here. And then my sister got a horse, so she got a Appaloosa named Happy. So yeah. And then this has to be one of my favorite days. This is when I got Beauty. So yeah, it was a really great day. So this is just her in her stall, and then this is me and her. This is the picture that you will see on my channel art, or on my banner. So this was a really happy day, and I love her so. Whoa, sorry. I love her so much. She's my pride and joy. So yeah, so I love this spread so much. And then this is me and my sister. I went on my first ride with Beauty. So my sister just took a picture of us. And I am in my PJs, because it was in the morning, so I was still in my PJs, but that's the beauty of riding on your own property. You don't have to get dressed to ride a horse. And then I welcomed Dale to my Disney Magic Kingdoms. And then I welcomed Aurora to my Disney Magic Kingdoms, or Sleeping Beauty, I should say. Ah. This is when my journal kind of gets chunky and won't be able to turn the pages. Ah. Sorry. And then I watched Heartland season 11 and I absolutely love this series. Honestly, if you are a country girl like me and you need something to watch, Heartland is by far my favorite show. So I gave it a 5 out of 5. No, I gave it a 4-star rating. Wonder why. But yeah, I absolutely love this series. This is my favorite series. So yeah. There we go. So this is just me documenting it. And this page actually kind of ripped a little bit. This is, I watched Miraculous Ladybug season 3, part 1, and I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. This is me documenting it, and it's kind of fitting that this was the journal picture of the day, and I documented season 3. And then I welcome Maximus to my Disney Magic Kingdoms. And then, I think, flash photo. And this is the last day. This has to be by far one of my favorite journals. It's so cool to look back and to see how I've grown with my creativity. It has so many good memories and I love every single memory in here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful, magical, beautiful day. Bye!